for quite some time to make that crosstown rival work in this P-Town Elite setting. Ben Hewitt, Kevin Lucius. Shot score!
Well, you know, you got to start with the quality feed there coming from number 2. Josh Garcia. You know, came from a low angle, put that ball right on the stick. And, again, that's another example of some folks who've been playing together for some time.
Yeah, and that is Ian McKissick finishing there, the Cleveland State product, headed to Coach Dylan Sheridan's program next fall. He's an exciting young cat.
Quick Stick McKissick, another Sonoma Marin Northman product.
Correct.
Now, I'm interested to see how number 77, Sam Lissick, does in facing off. In our previous game, he was just unstoppable, but this is a different animal now.
Yeah.
And
there's
he's actually 0 for 2 so far right now, it looks like. Oh, but they managed to actually 1-on-1. San Francisco manages to come up with the ball.
Jean-Marc Heckinger with that ground ball for the SF Black. Uh-oh.
Heckinger is shaking a look, trying to get it in there.
And if P-Town Elite would clear the box.
Well, I think San Francisco just held on to the ball that little bit too much. The angle getting diminished until there just wasn't much there.
Yep. Shot wide, backed up by the 101 San Francisco. Let's go 101 SF. I think that would just be fun to say.
How about just Sandy Franny?
All right, there you go.
All right. You can see big, tall Coach Ben Hewitt there on the sidelines directing traffic, and you know he expects big things from this group.
Yes. So,
101 dups in underneath the defender, and P-Town may have been lucky to dodge a point off the board there.
Yeah, they did.
And they're going to try their hand to clear. Pete Marston in goal out there?
He is. Here's Maverick Googans here, a upstart sophomore.
There's a big hit on the old dome, but you know what? The flag stays in the pocket. No worries.
That's all right. There's Garcia with a nice swim move.
Splitting the defenders. And P-Town's going to have another look at it. And, again, there's some quality players out on the Petaluma side of the ball.
You betcha. Oh, Austin Frank. Shot, point. Ooh, nice save there.
Nice save by the goal. He went down to a knee, but got those hands up quick. And the ball is in their possession, despite some shenanigans behind the net.
Big Sean with no last name from Drake High School for SF 101.
All right, so far the ride for P-Town working pretty well. They're going back and forth with the goalie. He's going to try the other side of the field. Oh, no, we got to go give and go here. But again, they're really having some challenges getting the ball up the field as P-Town's ride is beginning to give some fit. So they hand it off to Lizick, the face-off specialist, who tosses it away.
What an unfortunate set of events.
Lemony Snicket next to me here, folks. I didn't realize he was not just a writer but a lacrosse commentator as well.
Hey, Jack Lantier, the ground ball.
Look at that. Oh, we got some familial connection in there. Wait, what number is Jackie Boo?
He's wearing number 10, which is a family number in the Lantier family.
Good point. So it's good to see the family ties running deep there.
Yeah.
Jackie Boob was looking like the cup might be giving him trouble. He's coming off.
Once a box goalie turned short stick defensive midi.
Here comes number 22 down the
and that's Todd Evans. Silky Todd Evans from McKissick.
Yeah. Now look at these Casa Grande kids have been playing together for a long time. So if you haven't had a chance to watch these three, ladies and gentlemen, it's Garcia, McKissick, and Evans.
Yeah.
They've been operating on a mental wavelength of the same magnitude for some time now, and they have really put together something special.
No, it's fantastic, and this is that bonus of this is a merged team. Everybody here played youth lacrosse together, and that's the fun of it all. So they all know each other, and obviously those three can literally pass without even looking. They know where they're going to be and what they want to do. So here's Labanowski, and that's a big win for him, the youngster. He's a sophomore. He's gonna lead that Fogo position for varsity Casa Grande.
Yeah, he's given Lizick fits. Lizick actually had possession of the ball there. He had it clamped, but just couldn't convert it into a possession. So Eli, who was almost went perfect the previous game.
Nice check there.
Yeah, it was a good check over the shoulder.
Grant loses it, and now it's in transition with SF.
San Francisco trying to push the ball up the field and tally their first goal of the game. Get the ball. The ball is settled now. Have no idea what's going on because there's a thicket of P-Town players.
If Jeremy Bonner could actually run some box maintenance for us, we'd appreciate it. There you go.
Sort of a half-hearted attempt.
There you go.
But he got a thumbs up on it anyway.
Absolutely. JB, fresh off the ACT test this morning, where we believe he did quite well.
Good luck to all those ACT takers out there. All right, so San Francisco with the possession are on the right side of the field.
I think Coach Max here is trying something different. I think he knows that he's going to employ some sneakiness here.
So again, we're getting late in the day here, Coach Mike, as these teams, this is, again, their third game of the day probably. As the legs are probably a little heavier. Anything that you try differently at this point in the game, or you just stick with what got you here?
I think you stick with what got you here, but you also take advantage of that setting sun.
Right in the face of the goalie.
Yes, Pete Marston.
You definitely want that in the first half.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if Marston put on some eye black, but it would have been good.
Well, it's not going to get better.
No.
Not for about an hour, so San Francisco goalie will be dealing with that here shortly.
Yeah.
All right, so San Francisco not able to convert that into points, but the P-Town clear is unsuccessful, and here comes San Francisco right back again. And
we got a flag there. Looks like
McKissick's
McKissick's going to get, or is that Grant? That's going to be Grant getting called on that.
We have multiple flags there. There was no hiding that transgression.
No.
As high school's going to, San Francisco's going to slow it down a little bit. Now they're going to make sure they get a good quality possession. Out of the box, though, it looks like they're going to, oh, no, take it out, take it back. As they probe the exterior. P-Town defense staying solid, trying different angles.
Ooh, close.
Would you have called that?
Well, I'm going to call that out of bounds.
Yeah, there you go.
How about that, huh?
Number 47, I think, got a little licking on his hip right there that he didn't like much. All right.
Yeah,
so
that's David Grant.
It's a cross check.
Came a little high on the shoulder there.
Fine in box lacrosse, not so much infield lacrosse.
Correct. You're taught to run the cross check on the shoulder or the hip.
It's a distinction for some of these kids who play both.
Yes.
That, sometimes you got to turn that part of your game off. All right, so San Francisco with the offensive opportunity. That's a lot of dodging for a man-up opportunity.
And we're going to get a trip here.
Flag comes out again.
Casa going to get it. Casa Guggens, I think. Yeah, Guggens going to get it. Darn it.
So that means that San Francisco is going to have 2 men up. 6-on-4 opportunity.
6-on-4, and let's see what Coach Max has got up his sleeve here. This could be a direct Dominican Penguin play.
No, I think so. So, it's 6-on-4 is a tough way to earn your dough. So we'll see what the defense is able to do here. And, I think this is a pretty important moment for San Francisco.
For sure. They got to convert here.
You almost wonder if the pressure's on them.
I think so. But this is something where, your son was a goalie. You rise to these occasions. 6-on-4 is tough.
There's almost an excitement to it.
If he comes up with a big save right here,
just
that right
like
there.
That, spoken and acted.
Look, he's charged up. Now he's going to leave. Now he's going to leave the box. This is dangerous.
Better watch out. He's got the ward.
Someone's got to help him out.
Yeah, so interference, because we did see they were preventing the goalie from getting back into his crease.
Wow. And P-Town Elite getting a quick.
And there it is, out of the box.
Man
and a
coming
quick
out,
clear.
Dave Grant on that first penalty.
He's got some wheels.
And we're going to try to kill the Guggens penalty here. I say we, only in the fact that I'm wearing a Casa sweatshirt.
You got to be a little careful there. Remember, we're objective up here in the booth.
Of course.
Right. We're both Petaluma residents,
yes.
But we know the game of lacrosse
Jeremy
is global.
Bonner, a senior, tipping the scales now at about 205.
There's some solidity out there.
He had a great football season. And now, full strength, P-Town Elite.
Is that McKissick coming on the field right there with those golden cleats? Woof. Can see those things from space.
And here he comes.
So just like that, the 6-on-4 opportunity.
And he draws a flag. Look at that.
So I think we've actually seen more flags in this game than we had in the previous 2 games combined, and that one left
hurt.
a mark.
Yeah, that one hurt.
That is, got a little stinger in the shoulder. Coach Ben Hewitt comes over to check on him, sort of.
could use a good to see you, Gonzo.
All right, so P-Town with the control possession. They see the laundry on the field. They know they can push it a little bit. We'll pass back. Nothing there. Let's see if they can keep it.
Young Billy Buckaroo getting taken down from behind.
And a push, perhaps.
Yeah, he's got to call it.
Without possession, so P-Town was going to be getting possession in any event.
Yeah. McKissick back on the field, though. You can clearly see he's not happy with that, and they high-five each other as oh, it's bent.
90 seconds here. They've got the
look at this. This is an interesting little
Fogo coming out with the bent pole. He's looking at it still like it's something he's unfamiliar with.
Did you?
Oh boy, that's $120 of frustrated parent right there at a bent pole after they got it yesterday. This sport will break you financially. Oh, watch out. Oh, Field almost got him.
Yeah, Field monster.
All right, so here we go. We got P-Town in as a man-up situation. They're going to see if they can run something.
Let's see about
but right now, thanks, Tim. We'll talk to you soon.
Nice little move there. Nifty move by number 1, Toddy Smoothie Evans.
Who is listed as number 5 in the program, but what do I know? Are you sure that wasn't Zach Labanowski?
No, I'm pretty sure I can tell the smooth sliding feet of a Todd Evans, number 1.
All right, well, Coach Mikey, you are intimately familiar with this program, so far be it from me.
You're too kind. I want to thank a platinum sponsor here, Dangerous Dave's Distillery.
Triple D.
Triple D with a fabulous 12.5 edition of the Apple Cinnamon Bourbon.
It's the tools of the trade. And right now, P-Town just looks
Labanowski
dominant out there.
He's
right
been,
now.
This isn't one of those booth products, right?
Yep. And you know what I tell you, Lassick, who was just so dominant in the last game that we saw, is run right now 0-for.
Yeah.
In his attempts so far this year. So that's probably frustrating for the young player.
Just giving a high five to the MVP of the high school open here. Connor, you got time for an interview?
So right in the middle of the action here with P-Town leading. We're going to take a quick break and talk to Connor, who, Connor, last name?
Barnes.
Was absolute superstar in the high school open championship. Had how many goals, Connor?
4.
4? Is that normal for you?
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe, yeah. So the uncertainty, he plays with the confidence that the uncertainty in the interview is a little suspect. But, Connor, what year are you in high school?
I'm a junior.
Junior. And you have designs on playing the sport in college?
Yes.
What is your favorite part of the game?
The team aspect.
Yeah. And how long have you been playing together with these guys?
Freshman year.
Freshman year in high school? And where do you play your high school ball?
Clayton Valley.
Clayton Valley. So a long trip up here to Petaluma.
Yep.
Hopefully the day has been good for you.
It has.
Are you going to be having dinner up here in Petaluma later?
Maybe.
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 All right. So I want to see if you can give me when did you start playing lacrosse?
5th grade.
5th grade. So you've been at this for a while. You're interested in playing in college. Do you have any expectations on where you'd like to go?
Dominican, probably.
It's a fine school. Great program there. It's good to be a Penguin. Thank you for stopping by the booth. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We were pleased to say your name a ton in the last game because you played a fabulous game. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Very good. Have a great rest of the day.
All right, you guys.
Thanks, bro.
All right, so back to the action here as the ball is flying around for in the Petaluma side of the field. The attacking side is San Francisco's really trying to get something started here, Coach Mike.
Yeah, they don't have their sea legs. I don't know what's going on. They had a nice game that you and I did earlier.
Yeah.
And I don't know if P-Town's just giving them a different look that they're not familiar with. Ooh.
Nice clear. That's run by Lassick.
Austin Frank almost coming over the midline there.
Managed to bail out the last second. So I think what you're looking at here is a important possession.
Oh, and there's a flag and
a goal.
Finish. Yes.
Nice movement down there.
They're going to count that. This could be a game changer here. We got 1-on-1 on the board.
Well, he is the second cross-check called on P-Town in this half.
Yeah.
And so, I think you're probably thinking, Coach Ben Hewitt is hanging his head a little bit. Those kind of mistakes when you're kind of rolling like that. And then you have a goal and a cross-check in the same 2 seconds.
Yeah, it's a bummer. This one's going to be on McCloskey. He's listed as number 8, but he's 21 today. Good kid, big athletic kid.
Yeah.
Lucius talking to him
Kevin
right
Lucius
now.
giving him a little bit of a, you know what? But you know what? You like the way that Lucius is talking to him, right? He's not ripping him up and down or he's haranguing. He's just saying, "Hey, look, here's what happened. Let's move on."
I tell you what, you and I both attended the Doug Olson, and we made that. The Petaluma Lacrosse family lost a valuable one in Doug Olson not just a few weeks ago. But
one of the founders of the program here.
Yeah, you and I were at that memorial, and I tell you, these Petaluma guys, they've had some coaching changes. I was one of them. But this Lucius has been there a long time, and the kids love him. They swear by him.
Settle down the program.
Yeah, so it's good to hear it, and the alumni are like, yeah, no, we hear good things. So,
all right, so we've got 3-1 now. Petaluma, P-Town in the lead. San Francisco, scores their first tally. Now it looks like the game is afoot, as Sherlock Holmes would say.
Yeah, so this is where they're going to just take McKissick and they're going to run and try to kill this, and he's going to run out a double team here. Yeah,
McKissick's got some speed too, so that's an asset that he's able to put into full display right there.
So
like that, killed it off.
We've done this as far back as Joe Reed, and then Angelo Lagomarsino would do this. Pete Lantier. So there's going to be a guy that Ben will look to and say, you know what, when we got a kill, and you're just going to run. And here's Ratto. Oh, check that. That's Freitas, Garrett Freitas. Senior Petaluma, he's got a little something going on.
May have rolled a bit of an ankle there.
And we got an official timeout to let him get off the field. We hope that that's just a snake bite.
Don't see any snakes out there on this turf. There's just no place for them to hide.
Yeah, this is California, though, Dave.
That's true. You got to be dangerous. These are timber rattlers. All right, so
That
P-Town
is
maintains
not good.
possession, and unfortunately, it looks like we got a hurt player over here.
Well, we are under the nice guys in care of UCSF, Benioff. Trainer is. Again, there's the table. We're talking about that right now, Coach.
I'm putting out a call on the internet if there's a trainer nearby.
Oh,
God.
Look at that!
Oh, that did
Look
sneak
at
in.
that. Davey G.
It snuck in.
They're going to meet and confer, but it looked like a.
Did it bounce in?
It looked like a 3/4. I don't know. And the goal is good. David Grant with a very quick
Let's
trigger.
get a little replay here.
I'm very concerned about this.
It must have just.
This is not good.
Can we see that again?
Yeah.
We'll see that again. It must have just kissed the inside of the net. As David Grant got a sort of an off-balance shot, it must have just brushed up against the white of the net.
Goalie went to his knees early and was just kind of like hamstrung there with. And now, assistant coach Sammy Vogel Seinberg, is that right, from Dominican, letting the reffing staff know, not happy. Looks like we're going to go
right to halftime. So we're going to take a
going
quick
to
break.
halftime. Yeah, we got a trainer coming over.
All right, so we're going to take a quick break right here. We're going to go to a quick timeout. As we go to halftime. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for second half action in this game versus San Francisco and P-Town. My announcing partner, Coach Mike Lantier, is over attending to a hurt player. Mike, as a trained firefighter, has a lot of expertise in this regard, so his services are greatly valued on the sidelines here in a variety of capacities. Just not, if he's not describing the game to you and offering color commentary, he's off attending to injured players. He is a literal Swiss Army knife here for lacrosse tournaments. As we head to the action, so P-Town, who it's fair to say dominated the first half of action, comes right out with a possession in the second half to start things off, and they are going to look to continue their winning ways or successful ways as a program that's experienced a lot of success in the past. So, with possession of the ball, working the ball around the perimeter, and a quick shot off that just leaps the cage, probably hit the ground a little too early. And Coach Mike is back.
Yeah, baby.
All right, so can you give us a quick injury update?
Yes, as an aspiring EMT, we have what appears to be an ankle to potentially a high ankle sprain.
Oh, those are not comfortable.
And it is a pre-existing condition from football, so
re-aggravating those can be pretty frustrating.
Yeah. So how are we doing here, Dave?
Well, like we said, you know that San Francisco wanted to start quick.
Illegal screen.
All right, so we must have had some feet moving.
Yeah. Good call by the bearded one.
Bearded referees are the most attentive referees.
Yeah, and I wish I had his name.
Yeah. Okay, now here comes a possession for San Francisco that isn't urgent, but you know that they would like to convert here.
Well, I think just for the rhythm of the game. I mean, they're definitely out of sorts. Right now you can see that sideline's a little quiet. Maybe there's some fatigue in there, but let's run our offense. Let's run what we want to do, not what they're giving us.
All right, and that P-Town defense though can be pretty tough. So it's not like they're just going to waltz through this one, but they're going to have to put together a quality possession of their own making.
Yeah.
As they move around the ball, and so clearly San Francisco's number 60 wants to direct some activity here, moving it back to the other side, and probably going to try to cut through some people and get a isolation here as they sweep across the top. They get into this big stick. They continue to move the ball better than they have so far. And unfortunately, they had a look and then go ahead and throw it away.
Here we go, Joey Bucherud, the senior anchor pole.
Busted possession. That somehow got through.
The Arizona Wildcat.
Woof.
Josh Garcia.
That big swing from number 47 at half field. Chopped him some wood.
I was about to say it in tandem with you. That was awesome.
Wow. You could feel the blowback from that swing all the way over here.
Yeah.
As P-Town manages to clear the ball despite the best efforts of San Francisco.
And there's a rip from McKissick, just wide.
Misses the net, but P-Town retains possession. McKissick, the future Cleveland State product, showing everybody why he's going to the Midwest.
Going to be playing with one of our own here in Northern California, Troy Loper.
Oh, no kidding. Is that where he's at?
Yeah, that's where he's at.
Son of a gun.
Yeah, nice to see.
Another box product.
Yeah, out of Seaside, California.
Has he cut his hair yet?
He did. Coach Sheridan was very particular.
All right. Yeah, that was quite a mane of locks that he had. All right, as the sun continues to set here in Petaluma.
Nice
Great
pick.
interception right there as P-Town comes screaming back. He's a playmaker.
Player of the year in the NBL.
Yeah, for good reason.
Unanimous, by the way. Unanimous.
He's something special, and he's going to bring a lot of quality play to that Cleveland State program. I know they're looking forward to get their hands on him. As P-Town has the ball just at the edge of the box. Unfortunately, that San Francisco defense kind of let him in, but a nice stop by the goalie as they move the ball around. P-Town maintains possession. Works the ball up to the top. And Petaluma doing a good job of maintaining possession here, trying to probe the defense, see what they're going to give them. But that's what you would expect from a quality coach group like this.
Yeah, and I got to tell you, there's nothing better than having two crosstown rivals that get together and put all that stuff aside and say, let's have some fun with these guys. It's been a tradition now. I think it's got to be 6 or 7 years that they've done this. Both two, fine. Ooh,
great pick.
Great pick.
and took the full brunt of it. When coaches talk about the value of the pick and roll, they very rarely tell the picker how much punishment they can take.
Yeah, that was perfectly legal.
San Francisco just not able to get the crispness of the game I think that they were hoping for.
Yeah, this guy's about to throw up or something.
The sights and sounds, ladies and gentlemen.
All you fans down in Georgia, you got a technicolor there.
Yeah, it's beautiful people down there in Georgia, and they don't need to hear or see any of that.
No.
So.
Dante Ratto here playing defense against. Oh, and there's McCloskey who's pushing out. Take away.
Well, give credit to that P-Town defense. They are closing the gaps quickly out there. They're not making any of the.
Oh, look at this. Goalie came out. Goalie came out.
Flag is down. I think. So, unfortunately, we've got a lot of activity happening on the field that we want nothing to do with.
Not really.
There are going to be a lot of discussion amongst the referees. They're still trying to break it up.
Well, let's thank our platinum sponsors here today. Starbucks Coffee, Nike, Warrior, 101 Lacrosse, Cascade, Adidas.
10 by 10 tent structures, Lantier Tenting.
Exactly.
ADC Partners came out today. They had
City of Petaluma Parks in Rec.
They had a great experience. Turf Fields Unlimited for the beautiful striping deal that we had.
Yes.
Coach Ben Hewitt, the coach, is having a little talk.
They're having some jibber jab. That's all right.
I don't know. So I don't know how the referees are going to sort this mess out.
Yeah.
If it was me, I might be. Coaches are shaking hands. So good to see a little bit of a hugging out on
Max
the coach's
knows.
side.
He's been in the trenches. He's a goalie. What do you expect? Here's a guy who's been shot on probably 10 million times in his career. He doesn't take it personally.
So, Mike, as someone who has had his run-in with the referees in the past, you really have to feel for them here right now as they try to sort out this mess and try to figure out what the hell to do.
Yeah.
Do you think there is an element of we should call this game?
No. Gosh, no. This was here's what happened. This is what I saw. I saw the goalie come out, which clearly, you don't need to come out, Pete. But he came out riding some guy. Ball was still loose. I think he rode him into the ground, and that guy took exception with that. But it is what it is. These are high school men. Okay, yes, they're boys, but they're also men.
Young men.
They're young men, and the testosterone gets going, and so this is what happens. It happens. I don't think a punch was thrown, which is good. I think that we've got some discussion here with coaches. Panchito's coming over.
I think Pancho's going to come over and ask what he thinks we saw. Maybe Coach Mike, you want to give Pancho a breakdown here.
Yeah, I mean, we're in a contested content. Jesus,
contested contest.
Yeah,
it's the worst kind of contest. The contested ones.
Yeah, no, but I mean, tempers are. This is a long day.
You know what? It's a fair point, Coach Mike. Right? You're talking about a lot of young men who've been active, physical all day. As you get to the end of these long days, it doesn't take much to ignite. Take a spark to ignite something.
Yeah.
And these are young men. Passions run high. Yeah. They're playing a game that's physical, and so. You almost wonder if these tournaments kind of bring them on themselves a little bit.
Yeah, maybe it's possible. There's fiery personalities everywhere.
You know what? But credit where credit is due. The referees got control of that situation about as quick as anybody I've ever seen. And I don't know what you're talking about with fiery personalities. Mike Lantier often described as a cool, calm, collected glass of water.
I appreciate that. I'm mellowing with age like a fine wine.
Yeah.
you know.
No.
But we're gonna sort this out. Here comes Max San Juan.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to actually turn the microphone over to the referees because they've got some explaining to do that I don't know if I'm going to be able to translate.
Yeah,
so let's get the camera on the referee here, if we can, and see what we got. White 10, unsportsmanlike. 3 minutes and unreleasable. Black 66, unsportsmanlike. 3 minutes, unreleasable. We also have another one that we're trying to corral here. Black 68, unsportsmanlike. 1 minute, unreleasable.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to have Ponzo. They're going to have to get the boot.
How proud I am that my son has got a 3 minute non-releasable.
You never like to see this happen, ladies and gentlemen, when the announcer has to share information about his progeny.
My life is an open book.
Did you see what happened? Did you see? Did you see what led to?
Okay.
No ejections.
Okay.
And then we'll have 1 minute for the unsportsmanlike.
Okay.
5-on-4.
And how much time left in the? 10 minutes left in the game, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so we apologize for the delay. All right, so we're going to start with possession by P-Town. We have 2 infractions by the black team. That's going to lead to a total of 4 minutes unreleasable penalties.
I'm not sure where number 10's going because...
was it number 10? I don't think it was number 10, Mike.
He was identified as the culprit, so...
Oh, now he's turning back around. He's coming back off. So it was number 10 who got locked up. So we're going to be playing 5-on-4 lacrosse for 3 minutes.
Yeah. Yes, we are.
Which I'd say is a treat.
Yeah, no, the interweb is fully aware of the culprit.
So, Coach Mike, is there anything you'd like to say at this moment in time with your son kneeling in front of you with a 3 minute unreleasable penalty?
It's par for the course. Yeah. Yeah.
Is it just something in the genes?
I think it is, and I harken back to my father, who was quite a fiery young player.
Yeah. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we finally have got things settled to the point where play can begin again. It's probably worthwhile noting that the long break in time has probably let things cooled a bit. The tempers that you just saw flare so hotly are able to cool back down to just an ember, and we are back and running again. Again, we're playing 5-on-4 lacrosse, P-Town with the ball, after some shenanigans that took place about 10 minutes ago on the field. Coach Mike, is it hard to sort of bounce back like that? Do you get cold and then?
Yeah, for sure. But it looks like the P-Town guys are moving the ball steadily here. Ooh, shot by Bonner, just wide.
It's gonna go black. Goalie
and
got it back
goalie,
there.
very nice move by that goalie.
He got out of that net quick.
I want to say his name is Sean, and only Sean, by Drake High School.
Shaun of the Dead.
Yes.
Drake High School.
I want to call him Puffy now, just because.
Nice one. Nice pull. Nice pop culture
There
reference.
you go. There's our man.
That's a big check. Good check
sack
right there.
And McKissick with a quick ground ball.
Yeah.
And
Boxes
he'll
it
settle
back up.
in.
So I believe the first penalty is released.
And now we have 5-on-5.
The ball's a little hot potato right now. A nice ground ball as P-Town maintains possession. Things calming down a little bit out there.
Well, I just can't wait for my son's ride home with his mother.
Yeah. So how's that going to be in the household tonight?
We'll see. We'll
Yep.
see. She's a gamer too. Now we have a flag.
Another piece of laundry hits the field.
What's going on here? Is there some jibber jabbering going on?
I don't know, but the referees have. Everybody's on a short leash out there right now. They're going to call whatever they see, and are going to make it known because the last thing they want is for this game to devolve the way it did a little bit earlier.
Well, after this is the high school elite championship, so we don't want any more delay.
No,
for that matter.
Absolutely. As P-Town has the ball behind, and
Garcia.
Whistles down. It looks like it's just a technical. Oh. You know, there's not one that you see a lot of, switching sticks in the middle of the game. That is, you have to dig deep into the rule book for that one.
I gotta tip my cap to the 101 lacrosse program there for that. That is unique. That is unique, and that's probably a secret weapon of Panchito Ojeda.
You know what they say? You can't coach that because you can't coach that. All right, so the P-Town back inside and a quick goal.
And a goal, and that's Evans again.
Yeah. So finds the corner of the net
Smoothie.
With some nice quick ball movement.
Smoothie Evans, but that does not release the.
Well, I believe that is the very definition of the term unreleasable.
Thanks, Cotton.
Bold move.
That's a bold move, Cotton.
Let's see how it works out for them. And, of course, referencing the Jason Sudeikis famous play-by-play duties during dodgeball.
Bateman. Jason Bateman. Yes.
What did I say? Just not Jason Sudeikis, of course.
Sudeikis is a comedic legend, though. A comedic legend.
All right, so back to the action. That's now Petaluma leading 5-2 with about 6.5 minutes left to go here in the second half.
Hey,
look, Lassick, who was so effective in the game we saw earlier, gets his first face-off win of the game.
And he's just going to, wow.
He just runs down and
he just took a shot and
drilled somebody.
Dante Ratto, first time we've mentioned him today.
And Dante's coming off because that may have left a mark.
No, that was Lebanowski.
All right,
and
he
ate that one.
So after 3 minutes of unreleased time, we are back to full 6-on-6 lacrosse. The shenanigans of earlier have expired, and the teams are back at each full strength. As P-Town moves down the ball, moves with the ball, retreating a bit, and finally decides to take a slow down and roll the ball over to maintain possession. The ball goes over to McKissick, number 22, the Cleveland State future product, and Player of the Year in the NBL from just not that long from last season. Expecting big things from him this year, I would think.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's really no one in the league that can touch him. He should repeat, but, who knows? Things can happen.
Mm-hmm.
This is, would like to take time to promote Dangerous Dave's Distillery, a platinum sponsor of the Gold Rush tournament.
That's all in trade, by the way.
Yeah.
Not a dime of cash exchanged. As P-Town takes a hard drive to the net.
Staff has to stay warm out here.
Stop by the San Francisco goalie. Gets a quick ground ball and moving up the field.
Here's a question for you, Dave. Safe to say that Lantier's day is over?
With only about four and a half minutes left, I would suspect that he might be staying at the end of the bench.
Yes.
Mike Blocko coming over for some
Blocko,
body work.
Newly engaged Mike Blocko.
Oh, my God.
Maui, 2019.
I hope you don't mind, Mike Blocko. We invited everybody listening to come to the nuptials.
No, 5-2, about 4.5 minutes unofficial. Yes, unofficial.
Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, when the coaches are coming to the announcing booth and
they have the time on the field.
That things are going a little bit sideways here in the late hours of the Gold
complaint
Rush
department's
Classic.
right here. His name is Ponch.
Tournament director Ponch Ojeda just not finding any love out here despite putting together this event for everybody.
Great event, too, by the way.
Great day. Field.
Great day.
And there's a lot of ball movement. Nice
undisciplined little snafu there from Garcia.
It's like,
oh
boy.
Ball's loose. And little B.
Well, that's a heck of a ride right there. Stood him right up and put the ball on the ground.
Yep.
All right, so Pattytown with the ball. Time's starting to run thin here in this game. I think they'll probably be happy to move it around the perimeter. Not going to force anything at this point in time. If they get a shot, they'll clearly take it. 17 looks down low to the crease.
Nice little save there from Big Pete.
And now we're just getting a little sloppy with it.
Looks like David Grant on the ground ball.
Yeah. All right, so we slow things down a little bit again, and it's hard. It's a game of such aggression that you like to see them physically push it, but I'm trying to play situational lacrosse here.
Yes, this is definitely something that Costa's going to, they'll take what they give them, but they should be playing a kind of a prevent here.
Yeah. So nice little move onto the crease by number 2. I don't know if that's Todd Evans, but
it was Garcia, but
Garcia.
Looks like San Francisco is now going to work it. And there's our man.
All right, Vlasic bringing the ball up the field. You know, I don't want to say he used it all up in the last game.
And look at this, a short stick, Jack Lantier. Pete Marston with the, that's what it was. It was the goalie that threw me off.
Yeah.
Shot doorstep, goal.
Yeah, so.
That could change things, though, Dave.
San Francisco not going away. But, you know, they want to get right back to that face-off dot because time is running low. Do we have a penalty call?
I don't think so.
All right, so with 2 minutes left, you know, it's a 3-point game at this point in time. Should be 5-3. And this is a big face-off right here. And San Francisco comes up with it. Our boy Vlasic, who is running for his life right now, moves the ball. And all of a sudden, San Francisco has an opportunity to make this a 1-goal game.
Yeah, breath of life here.
Wind is picking up. I'm feeling it right down into the core of my chest. All right, but there should be a little sense of urgency right here for San Francisco. They just do not have a lot of time to play with it. So get the ball at X.
Oh,
some good control, good recovery, though, by the defense. And they take the
Joey Bucherud with a nice takeaway.
Almost shoots
Marston
the ball on his own.
Marston
with a heck of an outlet. Wow.
Maverick Guggen's on the move, the long stick.
That was a dart. Here comes the nice ball. Oh, just let it get away.
Good Lord.
Maybe made the move to the net before the ball was in the stick.
And that could have been the time they needed to just kind of close this out. So
1 minute left. San Francisco really needs to put the foot on the gas. We'll see if there's anything that they can do here to bring this up as they try to clear the ball. P-Town really giving chase and making it hard for him. And, nice stick right there, but that's going to be San Francisco ball. On the sideline, saying only about 35 seconds left to go here in the game. So San Francisco, the time is now.
Uh-oh. Will he get a shot off here?
Looks like he's going to get a shot and roll it back to his left hand.
Surprised that P-Town was going to allow him that.
3 defensemen, unfortunately, they're all stacked.
Luxury.
So they weren't really giving it, they give him still a good look at the net despite having triple teamed.
Yeah.
But, right now, this 10 seconds left, Coach Mike, I'd say this game's all but done.
It's all academic?
It's all academic.
Nice.
It's all congruent.
Dante Ratto, we
nice.
call him the Hoover vacuum cleaner. Well played.
And that should do it here. Time should be running out at any second. 2, 1, and we can put this one in the books.
Yes, we can.
A great game. Unfortunately, we had a little bit of an incident midway, but, a hard-fought battle between two quality teams.
Yeah.
All right, so that is the end of this one. P-Town taking the contest with San Francisco 101, 5-3. We're going to take a quick break as I run over to use the bathroom prior to our championship game. All right, thanks, everybody, for listening. We'll be right back.
You bet.